No matter how much precaution we as women can take, men have always and will always be the problem. We should start telling our homeboys to stop being freaking creeps.
Properly washing your own ass. Women provide enough free labor.
You just don't like it when a woman is outspoken. You're intimidated by that.
The light bill about to get cut off. I gave you the money
for my hair and my nails.
Men are traveling abroad. Passport bros is what they call themselves, and they are looking for younger women who are super nurturing.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this one.
Imagine a man walks up to you and be like, hey, you're so beautiful. Like, can I get your number? And you say no. And then he stabs you and then you die.
We do not care.
Isn't that crazy? Like, no matter how much precaution we as women can take, men have always and will always be the problem. Like, we could literally do everything in the book right. They will always find a way to ruin us. Like, I don't understand why we have to come up with, like, elaborate schemes so that men can leave us alone. If I'm walking down the street and you try to talk to me and I say I don't want to talk, then you should up and not talk to me. Like, I don't want to have to say that I have a boyfriend. Regardless if I have a boyfriend or not, you should leave me alone.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Regardless if I'm having a good day, bad day, if I tell you to leave me alone, like, there shouldn't be any debate. Like, the entitlement that sometimes men have, like, they have to talk to you because they want to talk to you, is so crazy. And I see, like, a lot of men are like, well, women shouldn't go out at night and women shouldn't. Why? Even when women stay home, what do y'all do? Beat us in the house. Huh? Like, there is literally no escaping you animals. Like, it literally doesn't make any sense that, like, women could literally do nothing.
You assume too much.
We literally just exist, and you guys try to ruin us. No matter what you're wearing, it don't matter what you're doing, it don't matter where you're going, it don't matter who you're with. If a man wants to do something horrific to you, he's gonna find a way. Every single time. Every single time.
Are we blind?
Like, I've been approached by men and they'll be like, oh, you should smile. I don't want to. Now what? Now what? I don't want to smile. Now what? Like, it just pains me that, like, they just will never take, like, responsibility for the fact that they're literally the problem. Like, it's always going to be women that...
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for her to say, I was attacked. I'm waiting for that. And you know who this always comes from? A lot of times, it comes from younger women. This happens all the time. I can't believe it's still happening, but it's happening. And then they wonder why guys are checking out, right? Every woman is saying the same thing. Not every, but most women that are young. Oh, why do guys like this? I hate men, the men. And then they hit a certain age and go, why is nobody talking to me? Because it is here. Let me let her finish, though, because she's digging a grave for herself so deep that she will never be able to get up.
This woman, that woman did. When are you guys gonna be like, maybe we are the problem? Maybe we should start telling our homeboys to stop being freaking creeps so that women can enjoy life. I want to enjoy life. Be out at 2 a.m. and do fun things with my friends and not have to worry about a man snatching me up and taking my life away because he wanted to.
Are we blind?
Thank you.
Well, no. It will never be wise to be dressed like a scuzz bucket after the club, right? Coming home at 3 in the morning. Yes, you need to have friends around because the freaks come out at night. I mean, what do you want guys to say? Like, tell all the creeps that are creeps out there not to move? See what they're doing? They're blaming what's happening with one set of guys, the creeps and the trolls and all those dudes, with every guy. But some guys just want to get your number. A guy saying, won't you smell? A guy should never say that. If somebody's saying that to her nowadays, that's wild. Because I get it. Most guys don't want to leave. They want to shoot their shot. But all the guys I know are done with y'all. Let me get on to the next one.
You should not be with him. We should not be the teachers for men on how to be in a relationship. It's not our job to teach them how to be decent human beings. It's not our job to teach them how to have empathy, to have emotional intelligence, to simply care about another human being. Do you have to show your partner how best to love you? Yes. Yes, we don't want anybody to be a mind reader. We're not pretending that anybody is a mind reader or should be a mind reader. But foundationally, at like the basic level, we should not be teaching men how to be in a relationship. Like the basic foundational constructs of how a relationship works. I shouldn't have to teach you to be a good listener and not automatically go on the defense when I'm talking to you about my feelings. I shouldn't have to teach you that screaming at me or using obscenities at me or calling me any sort of name is not okay in a relationship. Also, should not have to teach you basic human skills like grocery shopping, properly doing laundry, properly washing your own ass. Women provide enough free labor in the forms of teachers, in the forms of therapists, in the forms of second mothers. We should not be doing any more free emotional or physical domestic labor for men anymore. If your man doesn't know that liking another woman's photo on Instagram is bad, you should not be with him. If your man doesn't know that gaslighting you about your feelings and emotions is detrimental to your health, you should not be with him. If your man doesn't know how to have a productive conversation that is not an argument but simply a disagreement, you should not be with him. We are not here to fix men. We are not here to raise them. We are not here to educate them. That is not our job. If they want to be in a cis-het relationship with women, they need to start doing the work.
Women always want a certain type of guy, right? So now you're saying you want a man that's emotional. I get it. She's right in some point. No woman should have to show a man how to be understanding. I mean, it comes naturally, but still, I look at it like this, all right? Say you're doing all that for a man and he learns, right? Some guys may need a little help. So if you do help somebody and he ends up being the best partner for you, you wouldn't know unless you helped him, right? That's what a relationship is. So I see from your age, you seem like you're older than me. So you should be married now. So if that's your husband you're talking about, probably not. Probably not. You should be talking about your husband, and you should be sticking out with your husband. Listen, lady, you're at the age where you should have a husband. Oh, you probably did. You probably got a divorce. I'm not sure, but does she look around that age, y'all? But listen to this. Women have to understand it's about patience and long suffering, every relationship, right? Men go through it all the time. Men have to sit through a lot of stuff women have to deal with, have to sit through hair and nails appointments sometimes. I mean, just random things, right? Places they don't want to go, men deal with it. But if he's just a Neanderthal, don't deal with him. But I doubt that's happening. I'm sure it's some situations where he's not all there, but no guy's just messing up that bad. I just don't see it. But anyway, let me hop on to the next one.
What makes a high value woman?
Oh, God.
What's that?
Concepts foreign to you. Modesty, being demure.
Modesty. What does modesty?
Yeah, modesty in character, modesty in appearance, modesty in her demeanor.
You just don't like it when a woman is outspoken. You're intimidated by that.
She belongs to the streets.
You just met me like 10 minutes ago.
He cold.
Okay,
And you're already starting to
guys.
say, you just called me a insulted
hold
me.
on.
I have not insulted you. I said that you are intimidated. It seems to me
listen.
that you are intimidated.
It's not my fault.
Nobody's intimidated by you, first of all.
I don't.
Second of all,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't
it
even-
seems like you're intimidated by
listen.
somebody that speaks the truth. That modesty, that is okay. That is your concern, modesty.
No.
So yeah, you just said that a high value woman. The first thing that came out of your mouth was
Now, he shouldn't throw out the B word. But what's your point? You're just jumping down his throat, and you said he's scared of you. Like, what did you do for him to be scared of you? A man is not scared of a woman. A man is scared of another man. I bet you he wouldn't call another man that B word, which I didn't like anyway. But, you know, that was a little off. But he's not scared of you.
Modesty. That is at the top of your list.
There were multiple things that came out of
Is that at the top of the list? Modesty.
No.
It's one of those things close to the top, right? A woman being modest in your appearance. A guy wants a woman they can bring home to their family. So modesty is one of those top things. That's what guys are looking for. Guys are looking for modesty in appearance, as he said, modesty in their attitude, right? Modest in their sexual behaviors. What that means is not giving up to everybody that you've met or everybody that you've came across in the past. Not having too many bodies, modest in that way. A guy wants a woman to be modest in all things. Yes, that is a top character. But let me go on to the next one.
Why'd I get an email saying that the light bill about to get cut off?
Because you didn't pay it, obviously.
I gave you the money. I gave you the money last week.
No, that was money for my hair and my nails.
Run.
Don't even do that. Now, you know I told you I had a hair appointment and I was going to get my nails redone. Don't even play like that.
Your hair and your nails.
You should have paid that light bill.
I told you. I gave you the money for
I don't want to
it.
hear that.
I told you to pay
you
it.
that money was for my hair and my nails. What are you talking about?
Get out.
Are you serious right now, bro?
No, are you serious? I told you need to go online and you need to pay it. I told you I was using that to pay for my deposit of my hair appointment.
I told you, bro.
What you mean?
They just sent me a notice. I told you, bro. Like.
Well, you better get an extension or something. I don't know what to tell you. I already used that money. What are you talking about? You should have been paid it. You should have been a man and made sure the bills was paid.
What happened to your money?
That's
Why can't you pay for your own hair? What happened to your money?
I have to do other stuff with my money. You don't need to worry about that. You need to be a man and you need to take care of them bills. That's what you need to do. You need to be a man and worry about them bills. They should be paid and up to date. What are you talking about?
That's why I gave you the money for the light bill so you could pay it, not to get your hair and your nails done, bro.
Whatever, bro.
That right there should have been the end. That should have been the end. Now, I'm sure he has the money. I hope he has the money to pay that bill. But when you're with a woman, you can't. That doesn't have the not common sense. That's so selfish, I should say. That she has a small piece of change, and she probably said it to him. So I believe that. I said, no, I'm gonna do this and get my nails done. And he said, no, pay the bill. And she said, no, I'm gonna get my hair and nails done. And he left her alone because you see he's very passive. He was very passive, expecting her to pay the bill. Brother, you shouldn't have gave her the money to pay the bill. And number two, you shouldn't be with her. That is a woman right there you can't trust at all. You know she's a bird brain. Come on now. Stop it, bro. You know darn well she's a bird brain. And that is your fault. You know what she was dealing with. You know she was only good for giving neck, dropping it like it's hot, and that was it. She shouldn't be in your home, bro.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather? Word.
What are some of the main problems with modern feminism?
How about y'all answering?
Yeah. For me, I see problems with it, and I am a feminist.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't call myself like a modern feminist because, like I said, I think the man should still be the head of the household. But I also think a lot of men are not respectable enough to be the head of my household. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a big problem in society these days is, of course, women want a man to lead, but there's not a lot of men that are capable of leading right now. And that's why you see these women kind of becoming the man because they're not finding the strong men that they need to rely on.
Well, a lot of times women aren't being the strong woman a man can trust, right? Not to be a fool. As you see the last video where the man gave the woman the light bill money. He was being a strong man. Seems like he was paying all the bills. And she used it to get her hair and nails done, right? Now, I get what she's saying. A lot of guys are weak nowadays. And reasons being, who are they led by? Most of the homes nowadays are single moms. And, of course, the kids, the son or the daughters, of course we're talking about the sons here, are not getting the proper discipline that's needed, right? There's no discipline like a dad giving it. It's just a matter of fact. a kid is going to respect a man more, right? I don't care as much about the kid hurting his thumb as you do. I don't care as much about the kid giving me an excuse as you do. So that's going to play through in a much different way, especially to a boy growing up. Anyway, let me hop on to the next one.
I'm coaching this woman and she's 56 years old, my age, Gen X, and she's so sweet. She asks me, Lisa, where are all the good men?
Friend zone.
Where are they?
They're in the friend zone.
Are they at the gym?
Probably
are
might
they
be.
at home playing video? Like, where are they?
They're in the friend zone.
And she's like, I'm not even really looking for guys that are super young or anything. Like, I'm looking for guys that are my age or 10 years older. So she's 56, right? So she's looking for guys 56 to 66. And I had to bear the bad news. I said, honey, they're all like in Southeast Asia, South America. She's like, they are?
Yeah, cold and bossy, the passport bros, but we ain't shelling out cash for our hoes, no.
And I said, yeah, like they go have girlfriends. They do this thing where they take their passports and they go and they travel. And they meet girls there who are really young and fit and pretty.
I want something feminine and delicate.
So, we have a dating coach, right? He's keeping it real. This lady bashed passport bros before. She is keeping it real. Guys are very much so doing it. Guys around her age, as she said, Southeast Asia, most of those guys are in the Philippines. That's just fact. Most of those guys are going down to Cebu, or going down to Mindanao. Some guys are in Manila with a sweet young thing, and they're not dealing with the headaches anymore. I see it all the time. I meet these guys all the time. I speak to them all the time. They're white, they're black, all colors, doing it. I just interviewed a guy the other day who's around that age, who wouldn't dare deal with, and he was introduced to his Filipina by another guy around that age.
And feminine, and they make them their girlfriends, and then they just have an arrangement where they travel back and forth. He flies her over or he'll go see her, and sometimes they even expatriate and they live both in America and they do like seasonal where they live in the other country. And she's like, that's a thing? I thought that was just like an internet thing.
What can I say? Tell Coach Cliff to suit me up and I'll play. I'm winning.
Like, no, it's really happening. And the reason is because feminism, right? She's like, but our generation isn't that. Our generation wasn't raised to like hate men and not be feminine and not know how to cook and all that. Like, we're in our 50s and 60s. And I said to her that men that age prefer women who will not take half their. They're really doing it because of the ridiculous no-fault divorce laws in our country. And it just made it so that men and women in America aren't marrying anymore. And she's like, wow, like I'm hearing more and more of this. It's so sad. What's going to happen? We're going to just kind of like not have a population anymore. Like, what are we going to do? And these are the kinds of conversations I get into with my clients because my clients are pretty awake. Like, they know what's up. They know it on different levels.
So you mean to tell me women in America are already feeling the burn? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Guys are holding the line.
It's what we do, right? Yeah.
Guys are holding the line. This is crazy.
Levels though, like this girl didn't really understand like the dot connection between what the global elites want for the world and feminism and how that played a role and why it all boils down to why she can't find guys, right? She can't find a good, solid guy 60 years old who's going to want to date her. And this woman, she's 56. She's really pretty. She's in shape. I mean, I'm 53. I'm in shape. I look young. I look good. And not with like the heavy like cosmetic surgery, the duck lips. Like she looks her age. She looks pretty. She's classy. And she struggles to find a really good guy. And I had to explain it. So I said, well, don't be in despair. Okay, I met my husband when I was 50 and he was 56. So it is possible. Don't lose hope, but you have to be real and you have to know what's going on. Men are traveling abroad. Passport bros is what they call themselves, and they are looking for younger women who are super nurturing, not tainted by the materialism of the Western society. A woman who's not going to be demanding a
feminine and delicate. How to do it.
Bag or some, $400 fragrance or trips to Dubai or whatever. So there has to be a happy medium, and I'm here to tell the men out there listening to this video that there are a lot of unicorn women, Gen X women, who were raised with the values of, taking care of your man, he takes care of you too, that you guys are a team, and they're out there. So do what you got to do to find love. It's out there for everybody. Mainly work on yourself and work on your mindset so that you can attract whatever you want.
Oh, and yes, guys are doing that, right? And she spoke her piece, and I think a lot more women are going to feel that burn. And guys, you're holding the line, you're doing it, and it's not, and it's in a major way, but they're not truly feeling it until more men wake up. But she kept it real. This is what's happening. This is the talk she's having with her, because she's a female coach. She coaches females. She has a husband, so she's teaching women how to do it. And I'm not going to say they won't find anybody. But it's a long, hard road. At the end, she said, guys, give these women a chance. How are guys going to give these women a chance? A lot of these women got out of a divorce 3-4 years ago. A guy gets to questioning them, and then they'll say, oh, they lie. They got to lie or something, but they say, oh, how was that last relationship? I got out of a divorce.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, he's taking flight. He's out. And guys will continue leaving because they realize
This is the way.
Passport bros, cash for no. It's definitely more to life than dealing with that nonsense back home.